Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
In another 3 days, New Zealand comes to India. And after losing this final, them playing a 3-match series here of T20 cricket makes as much sense as it would for me to be playing the next World Cup for Namibia. They're coming here to play a 3-match T20 series. How motivated, Zach, do you think they're going to be? Just feels, it rings a little absurd, doesn't it?
Well, if you had won the tournament and being champions right now and being asked to play in 3 days' time, that's the worst thing possible for anyone, because you still want to soak in the moment. You want to enjoy what you've done in that tournament. But if you've lost the finals, it's not a bad thing to just get into the next one, because it just kind of helps you move on, and then you just kind of, rather than staying in that zone of not having done that. Because see, playing a final itself, like I told you before the start of the match, it's a hell of an achievement. It is not easy to just get to this stage, and then you can get knocked out anytime. You have a lot has to go your way. So yeah, it's a disappointing day that you're not able to come on top. But for anyone to move on from here, it's to reach the next destination. So I think it's not a bad thing that in 3 days' time they will be playing against India, and you can just move on with your next destination.
DK, I feel like if New Zealand had won, they could have had their open bus tour in India. They would have probably had more fans out here than the entire population of New Zealand.
I mean, they would have had more people in the bus than the whole of New Zealand, for all you know. But yeah, as Zach says, I think it will be a bit hard mentally. If they had won the tournament with a different kind of, they like to enjoy, they like to obviously chill, enjoy, party, whatever, for the next probably week, 10 days. They had a good time after the World Test Championship final. And it's been the most successful tournament. I mean, successful year for them. 2 finals, one they won, one they've lost. I think it's been a fabulous year for them. And, knowing New Zealand, obviously, they'll take this bilateral seriously, knowing that, there's a World Cup around the corner in a year's time. And obviously, they'll do everything they can to put up a good show again in India.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's literally been 7 minutes since the last ball was bowled. We're already talking about the next World Cup. You know why? Because it's in 12 months. That's right. It's that soon. We're barely going to sneeze and take a nap, and it's going to be the next World Cup again. Zach, they don't have one for 5 years, and then they have 2 in 12 months. It's just, I'm telling you, the world's not absurd enough for me anymore. I'm used to anything now. It's just anything is happening.
And there is a 50-over World Cup right after that.
Yeah.
2020. Yeah, so it's like 3 years, 3 World Cups. So for any player or any team, this is possibly the best chance, right? Like, you get on a winning roll, and then you can achieve a lot, right? Like, back-to-back World Cup. Australia should be thinking about back-to-back World Cup. The teams who didn't have a great World Cup here, they have their work cut out right now in terms of planning. What are the things which they should be doing, and so on and so forth. So yeah, from that point of view, it's a great thing, for any team, for cricketers right now. Otherwise, you don't know once you play the last World Cup whether you're going to be part of the next World Cup or not. So, so at least that you can sustain your performances and your form to be part of the next one and then the next one.
The Indian team has made a few notable omissions, haven't they, DK?
Yeah, I mean, omissions is a strong word. I think a few of them have taken.
No, sorry, rested. Notable rest applications.
And rightly so. They've been on the road for far too long now. The Mohammad Shamis, the Bumrahs, the Virat Kohlis. I think it's good to see that they're all taking a break, and a very young lot has come in. Some interesting names there. Very talent is of abundance in India. I think, as I said, Rahul Dravid is going to be spoiled for talent. It's only how they, group together and do it.
If you look at that team, interesting, because it is a World Cup year. So by that I mean there's 1 in 12 months. As we were talking, India plays about 20 or 21 T20s in the lead up to that, and it's the beginning of a new era, Zach, because Rohit Sharma has been announced the captain. Virat Kohli has stepped down. He stated that even before this World Cup began. Rahul Dravid takes over as coach. So Ravi Shastri's tenure has come to an end. So it's interesting because this is a good time for India to reinvigorate, reboot, re-strategize, regroup for the next World Cup, and because they'll be hurting from the fact that they didn't make it to the Final Four.
Absolutely, and that will be the talk around the whole series. There's no doubt about that. Rohit Sharma takes up captaincy, Rahul Dravid, the coach. So which direction the team is going to go in. There are a lot of new faces there, and what kind of combinations you'll get to see, what kind of strategies you'll see. So so in many ways, this is turning a new page right now in Indian cricket, and the series focus will be, and the chatter around it will be just these two gentlemen there, Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid. So even though there are a lot of these players that have rested from the series and a lot of the new faces are there, I think the main talking point around the series is going to be these two names and how they're approaching and where Indian cricket is going in terms of strategies and tactics, or what new you will see from here to the next World Cup.